All right, yo, Bootleg Kev Podcast, Bootleg Kev Show. 2Eleven is here.
Yeah, my guy.
Welcome.
Man?
Yo, it's crazy. I think I met you originally in about 2010 when I was doing radio in Vegas.
Yeah.
We met the day. Remember Jeezy had a show at the Pearl? Freddie opened.
Nah, see, that had to be way. That had to be
because
way
I
after.
met you with Fred.
You met me with Freddie when we did the that was 2012 that was 2011 going on 2012. He had a show. We went from Vegas, Tucson, Vegas. We went to Phoenix, Tucson, Vegas, and then back to LA. And then that's what I met you in Phoenix. I think you put all 3-4 shows together.
I put a couple shows together for Fred in Phoenix, but I'm telling you, I met you at the Pearl. I'm pretty sure. Were you at that show?
I probably was, though.
Yeah.
Anything Jeezy was doing in Vegas or, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, I was there.
Yeah. So, for people who don't know, man, you've been a staple in LA for a long time. Yeah. You got your store, the Level Up store.
Yes, sir.
That's booming. And, you've been an artist for, how long have you been? Like, when did you first start releasing music?
First start releasing music was 2007. Yeah, and then 2008 was kind of like I was solidified, like, man, that's an artist.
Right.
And then I really learned how to rap 2009. You feel me? And then 2010 has just been learning how to the game, Like,
what was your, the first person who kind of got behind you and co-signed you in LA?
Suge.
Yeah,
I was on death row before I met Jeezy, you know what I mean? And then the whole shit, he got getting shot, you know what I'm saying? He disappeared, and he had his own shit going on, so you know how that go. I remember Jeezy called in like, man, if that shit don't work over there, come on through.
So you signed, what year did you sign? What year did you meet Suge and start rolling with him?
I met Suge in 2005.
Oh, wow.
Through my big homie, Pee Wee, rest in peace. So, just like every nigga in LA, everybody rap, you know what I mean? So, I was making, freestyles in the garage, putting them on CDs and giving them to my homies. So, I was a rapper in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, as coming up. And then one day my homie was like, I know somebody that I was in the feds with, Suge partner. We told him about you. We gonna whatever. So I'm in Vegas one day and they like Suge at the strip club, the Crazy Horse. So we pull up with my homies, and I introduced myself. He like, we just took it from there. Come to LA, start recording. I got songs with Tupac and all kind of shit. I ain't never heard him ever. I walked out the studio, but yeah, he first person to put me in the big boy studio.
Hey, put the mic closer to your face just so we can hear you better.
Yeah, he's the first one to put me in the big boy studio. That's when P.D. Pablo was over there.
I remember when P.D. Pablo was on. Yeah. That was a very weird
it was
situation.
Weird, but shit,
It never made sense to me.
Nah. He thought he was Tupac or something like that. He was trying to be Tupac.
Yeah, because there was like that era when it was that XXL cover with Corrupt, Eastwood. Was Crooked Eye on that cover?
Crooked Eye.
And Left Eye.
Yeah.
Right?
When I'm talking.
That was before this.
That had to be 2001.
Yeah, that was way before
when
this.
He first got out.
Right. And so you met him kind of like that.
I met him 2005.
So that had kind of already fallen apart. And he had P.D. Pablo.
So I think really when I start hanging out over there, Corrupt was over there. So I kind of met Suge when Corrupt was there. You know what I mean? Because I used to hang with Roscoe and Tone, all of YA. Remember Corrupt little brother?
Of course. Roscoe was so fire.
That nigga was hard.
Bro, on the intro on Streets is a Mother.
Bro, come on. That's what made me want to rap.
He bodied Corrupt.
And when
what was that song called?
I call shots out here. I know that fool words.
Oh my God.
Bar for bar. That was
bro,
one of the
that's
hardest
one of the most
verses I ever
slept on
heard.
albums ever. Corrupt Streets is a Mother. And that fucking Roscoe verse.
He set the whole, it was track one. He set the whole tone for the rest of the project.
I remember thinking like, yo, Roscoe's next. And then
I didn't even know them niggas was my age though. I'm like, damn, that fool my age when I first met. I'm like, we the same age.
He caught that he caught that Smooth Sailing record and I was like, oh, it's over.
I don't remember that, but then he was on Girls All Pause. He was on Girls All Pause.
Yeah, Roscoe was cold. So you were hanging out with the YA dudes?
So I was hanging out with YA, but I wasn't rapping though.
Right.
So that kind of gave me the motivation of shit, man, I'm hanging with these niggas every day. If they could do it, I could do it. You know what I mean? But I always was in the cut trying to write or trying to put it together, you know what I'm saying? And so when that kind of fell apart or everything over there, dismantled. It came about like 2 more years later, and then I just fell in. But I never really like introduced a one-on-one with Suge. Like, you know what I'm saying, whoop and da-da-da. You know what I mean? But about 2005 came around, and I introduced myself, and we had our one-on-one, and then he started telling me to come to the studio.
How do you think, like, how would you describe Suge as a person based on your relationship with him?
Nothing as everybody think he is. He just a big old cool nigga to me. He one of the coolest niggas I ever met.
Because we hear all this crazy shit, and then you hear people who like really know him, and they're like, man, Suge's one of the realest. Like
one of the realest, coolest niggas. The stories he'll tell you, you feel me, to even sit in a circle and listen to these stories he'll tell you. And it's just like, yeah. So after knowing him and then watching all these fucking weird ass shits that they got on TV about Tupac and Biggie and Suge this and Suge that, I'll be like, damn, they just got the whole shit on top of Suge. It's just like,
yeah, there's all this.
They drag his name through the mud like that, you know?
I feel like in that situation with the Tupac Biggie situation, obviously both of them dying, there had to be, you gotta figure out who the bad guy is, and the public made Suge the bad guy in that situation.
Yeah.
Because there was nobody there. I mean, look, both murders are still unsolved.
Puffy the angel.
Exactly.
They made Puffy an angel, but now it's coming out like he was really on the same type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
some of the shit, man.
Yeah, it's like, damn, nigga, 25 years later, it's like you was on the same type of shit. You got Crips with you. I just found that out. Like, you had the Compton Crips with you, bro. Like, you knew what you was doing. Like, come on, man. Feel me?
Yeah, some of the stuff that came, like, I remember there was an LA Times article that came out about Puffy maybe like 8-9 years ago, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, you popping shit.
Again, we don't know. I mean, at least I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people who think they know exactly what happened on each side, right?
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
I mean,
Suge Knight was definitely painted as the bad guy.
Yeah. Suge was painted as the bad guy, and it made it seem like niggas was bullying Puffy and Biggie and shit like that. But I mean, it's just like, it's the same shit going on now. It's just like an out of town nigga come out here and, you know what I mean, get with a nigga like me or somebody or another homie and get the gang banging, but it's just on a different platform because you're this big ass rap star. You know what I mean? So it's like, like the culture is, the LA culture. I've been everywhere. Everybody want to be an LA nigga. Everybody love this culture. Crips, Bloods, man, the Crip Walk and all this shit is just I can't even explain it, but we influence the rest of the America, the rest of the world. You feel me? Really, it's just something about LA culture. You know, the gang shit. Right. And the way we stand, we was at the restaurant yesterday, and the homie from Chicago, like, yeah, I gotta put my feet like this and be like, yeah, what's up? Woo. I'm like, that's just it's funny, right. But it's crazy that this is how the rest of the people think of us, you know. But they like it though, right, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Well, I mean, I was talking to Big U, and I was like, you know, before he went to prison, I was like, yo, before you went to prison, like he was in prison when the peak of gangbanging became like commercial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember back in the day, there was like a Crips vs. Bloods album, and like,
yeah, that's one of my favorite albums.
Banging on Wax.
Bang 1, 2, and then it went from Diamond Riders to Nationwide Riders.
Right. So like, there was that point in time when the gang shit became so cool in the 90s. Colors came out early, like I think that was late 80s, early 90s. Yeah. But like, it became just like a worldwide thing, and that's, I think, like you said, like just LA influencing the world as far as like there's Crips and Sets and Bloods. Bro, the kid on Empire, Dusty Locane, is talking neighborhood Crip shit, and he's from Brooklyn.
That's crazy, right?
It's insane.
But it's just like how to I tell everybody else to define why niggas gang bang everywhere else. All you gotta do is listen to Summer Vacation from Ice Cube. All these is not even gang. Niggas out of town ain't gang banging. They're just from a gang. Right. So they're just gang members. They're not, this is not their culture. It's just something for them to do. I don't
What's the deal? Like, give me, because for people who are watching
these
this.
Drug gangs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, give me that. So when you say gang banging, what is that? Like,
gang banging is like, we gonna wake up today, we're gonna go put in some work on, you feel me? Like, if you're a Blood, you're gonna go shoot some Crips, or you're gonna go beat up some Crips, or you riding around to go find these people. You know, vice versa. And then I feel like I feel like, I ain't gonna say all the out of town people, but a lot of people from out of town that's not, like you'll be from 60s, but you never been on 60th Street. Y'all don't have a 60th Street in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is saying they from Piru. Like, you ain't, like, you feel me? Y'all woke up in fucking Kansas somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just like Ice Cube say, niggas dying and banging over the street that they ain't never heard of. You feel me? Or been to, or so it's like they waking up and they just claiming the gang and claiming the shit, but
it's like the good parts that come with it, but like you ain't really, you're not here for the lows, for the bad parts.
You're not taking this bad part, but don't get it wrong. Like I've been in them places where niggas is really gangbanging, but got their own gangs and their own neighborhoods. Prime example, fucking Macon, Georgia. Them niggas is out there like 1994 out there. The motherfuckers got their own gang, their own section, their own name. They doing it how we do it out here. It's just different. So I can't say everybody, but a lot of the majority is just different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do think that like, cause people will not understand what it means to get banged on.
Yeah.
And it's like DJ Head had to educate me when I moved out here and be like, hey, look.
Yeah, like you got that T-hat on, bro?
I know you like, dude, he gave me the whole hat rundown. He was like, look.
You got the T-hat on.
What does this hat mean?
It mean Gangsta Crip, basically.
That's crazy.
It mean, and it's blue, so
I got this hat with
trade. That could mean trouble.
Me and Freddie were in Austin, Texas, and I bought this hat.
Yeah. But we in LA now.
No, I know. So it's
that
crazy.
Hat get rough, bro.
Head had to give me the whole breakdown. He's like, look, bro, you can't wear Yankees hats unless you're in the Valley.
Out.
He's like Astro hats out.
Yeah.
He's like, he gave me the whole shit, and I was like, fuck.
I was telling Les. Les.
Yeah, from Houston.
Like, bro, you gotta leave them Houston hats at home.
Gotta leave it. People think you're a fucking Hoover.
We don't care if you an Astro fan or not. You gotta leave that shit somewhere else, bro, because we gonna spin off and a nigga gonna get on you. Where you from? Check it out. All that. That's when it gets serious. You be like, hey, bro, check it out. When they hit you with that, bro, you better just get out the way, or you feel me? It's when it get bad. You know what I'm saying?
It's wild because like I was like, bro, look, I'm from Arizona. What about a Diamondbacks hat? He's like, I think you're good with that. He's like that and just a plain black LA hat.
Might wake up in a bad mood and you could have a fucking. You got the A hat on. He could have that shit don't even mean nothing. The nigga might just be like, hey, homie, what that A stand for? Like, just because he in a bad mood, like, bro, he be like, man, so what? Fuck all that. You feel me? Take that shit off. And the motherfucker be really in, you know what I'm saying, on a bad day.
Head told me, he was like, look, if anyone ever tries to bang on you, just start acting super pissed off, like you just got into a fight with your girl. Like, man, fuck this bitch. This bitch just left me here. I'm waiting for my Uber. I'm gonna kill this bitch.
Head gonna get you fucked up. You're supposed to tell a motherfucker, man, I'm not from here. You feel me? Yeah. I'm not from over here. I'm from Arizona. Yeah. But like a motherfucker be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? And my out of town pilots be coming in here and they be like, man, I can't wear red, I can't wear blue. I'm like, bro, all you gotta do is speak. You sound like you from Florida or something. Like, man, ain't nobody worried about you. Mm-hmm. But it's only in these sections. Like if
certain areas.
We in North Hollywood, bro. Ain't nobody. I could walk down the street, ain't nobody finna say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're in certain areas,
south of fucking Wilshire or some shit like that, really south of when you pass fucking what is that shit like? Olympic. You go south of Olympic.
Make sure you
can get banged on. You feel me? At the 7-Eleven,
gas
station, all that. Burger spots, you know, that's where it goes up at. The mall.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So being around Suge, what's your craziest Suge Knight story, man, that you were around? Because that was an interesting like time of Suge's. Because when did he get into it with the barber dude?
Barber dude.
Remember there was the barber that punched him.
Oh yeah, with Greg. I went to school with that nigga. I know him too. Yeah, that was probably 2010. Yeah, 2010.
Something like that. Yeah.
When people were still wearing big clothes. I remember that.
Yeah, when people were still wearing big clothes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was in Atlanta when that happened. And so I wasn't around for that.
What was the craziest shit you were around with Suge?
Man, I can't even really put my finger on it. It's just we balled out. Really? Like every time I'm with him, we balling out. I remember one time though, really like when I first started fucking with him, I'm in Lake Tahoe, right? I'm on a little vacation and shit. So he called me out of nowhere. It's when the Chirps was out.
Yeah.
He like, yeah, hey, what you doing? I'm like, man, I'm chilling. Woo. He like, hey, come to the studio right now. But I got these girls with me though, you know what I mean? So I'm like,
bro, I'm in Lake Tahoe.
No. Before that, I'm like, I feel like you tried to play me on the speakerphone in front of these bitches. You feel me? So I'm like, hey, homie, you feel me, nigga? All I'm thinking is the Snoop Dogg and the back in the day shit. How I'm like, bro, this ain't that, nigga. Pyro, nigga. Hold up. Well, he like, man, chill out, bro. Just come to the studio, nigga. I'm gonna pay for everything. I'm like, yeah, all right, but I was low key embarrassed because he like, nigga, drop everything, come to the studio right now,
and
or
the
else.
Girls heard it.
That's all I heard was or else.
Yeah,
but he didn't say that though.
But that's what you heard.
That's what I heard. Like, nigga, or else. Like, hold up, who you think you talking to? Nigga, you feel me? But so I'm like, all right, I'm coming to the studio now. I remember I drove to Reno. They dropped me off to Reno. I put my whole vacation on pause, fly out here just to record like 4 songs. You know what I'm saying? And he cashed me out like, here go 1,000. Right. My ticket was only like $250 round trip or something like that. Put me in the hotel and all. I'm like, yeah, we balling. You feel me? He had the suitcase, the briefcase. Opened the briefcase up, and he had all this money in the briefcase. I said, oh, this nigga really rich, huh?
He was just he was still moving around like Suge.
He was moving around like Suge, and he thought he was broke and all that. Like, man, he had a new Porsche, the newest cars out. Living in Century City Plaza, whatever that shit called over there. He lived there at the top in the penthouse, you know?
I think there was like obviously the public perception of Suge is he was like this huge blood that was like ran LA. And
nah, but look, when we walked through, so everybody hate on him, but when we walk through the Palms or we be in Vegas, it'd be like hella white people like, oh, can I get a picture? We love you. And Italian. Like, I be like, damn, they like you get love, but a motherfucker will walk off and be like, fuck Suge. He killed Tupac and he did this and he did that and he's a murderer and all this, a woman beater and all that. I'm like, this nigga's like the coolest nigga in the world, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
He the game and all that too.
So from the death row situation is how you ended up working with Jeezy after that?
Yeah, so so I was already hanging out in Atlanta and shit, and you know, hanging with I had a friend that worked with Jeezy. So they introduced me and all that. So at the time, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm fucking with Suge, trying to do my rap shit and all that. I go hang with them, and he just told me, you know, if that don't work out, you know, you got a home over here. I'm like, all right. So when it didn't work out, I start hanging out over there with them,
right? Going
to the promo tours and then it just turned into. It took me like a year to get signed over there
at CTE.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I think like that was like a cool moment because at the time, obviously, Jeezy was putting out hella mixtapes, and then I feel like it was kind of like CTE's second run, kind of.
This was the first run.
Well, no, I feel like 2010, 2011 was kind of like.
Nah, I got signed over there in 2007.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so this was
this was the first run. That's the first run. Yeah, that's the first run.
I was signed to CTE Def Jam, so I was on the label deal.
Oh, so you, yeah. I don't know why I thought you signed over there like early 2010s.
Nah, I was there before Freddie.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So I was like one of the first artists over there. It was Slick Pulla and Blood Raw.
Right. And then they put out the.
And then Rocket came.
Okay, yeah.
And Rocket and them already had a relationship, but then me and Rocket got like this because we both from out here. So it was just a look, you know what I'm saying? And then I just started putting out music, and then I think Freddie got there in 2010.
Yep.
But I already knew Freddie from out here. J-Rock introduced me to Freddie. Mm-hmm. The first night we met, we did a song after the club one night, you know what I mean? And we just been cool ever since. Yeah,
it's crazy because did you leave? You left CTE after Fred, right?
No, I left.
Or was it around
before.
It was before.
So Freddie got there in what was that? The beginning of 2010. I left he got there beginning of 2011. Yeah, 2010.
It was like 2010, 2011-ish.
Yeah. And I left like in the public. I left in like 12, but I was already gone from a little money situation like the end of 2011. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's crazy because obviously you and Fred have kept a relationship for so long, despite a situation like that might, people kind of choose up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they chose up on me, and that's the only reason why I fuck with Freddie so tough, because he was the only nigga that stayed down with me, like even when I met you that time, the only reason I went on that tour is because he knew that I was leaving the CT situation. They fucked me over like $400,000. So I'm like, man, fuck these niggas, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't have a big enough microphone to go and just be dissing because it's gonna make me look bitter. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna just do what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And everybody like bailed on me. And I had so much slander. I was going through so much shit at the time, you know, that everybody bailed on me. He was the only one that was like, bro, that's how I came to Arizona. He like, bro, you got to get out of LA. It's fucked. You got a lot of shit going on right now. Come on tour with me. And I remember that. I'm like, bro, I'm finna bring my gun and all that shit. He's like, nah, bro, I ain't telling you don't bring it, but you ain't gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, for a rap concert? Like, what you mean? You feel me? I ain't gonna need no pistol or nothing, no protection? You're like, nah, it's not like that.
Yeah, it's crazy because I know Fred's side of what happened at CTE, and it seems as if a lot of the people, almost everyone who was around Jeezy early on, is not there anymore.
Nobody fucks with that nigga.
And nobody's got anything good to say about. And I've met Jeezy a bunch, but you know, even like shout out to Carbon 15. 15 is, you know, that was my guy who was, you know, anytime I needed anything Jeezy related, I would hit 15. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And obviously,
shout out to 15. We still be doing business.
Real dude, man. I still talk to
everybody over there damn near. Like Pullett just got out. I spoke to him briefly. But like me, Freddie, I talk to Kink all the time.
What do you think? I mean, you were around Jeezy a lot longer than Fred, so you know you were around that whole situation.
Yeah, he was like, man, why you ain't tell me? I'm like, bro, what I look like? I can't tell. I didn't bring you in the situation. I would have been like, you feel me? This ain't it, bro. This ain't gonna happen.
You knew it wasn't it pretty quick, or
I knew it wasn't it when they appeared on the bus, and I'm like, what you doing here, bro? He like, man, I'm finna sign over here. And I'm like, oh, we're going to CIAA. And they like, you know him? I'm like, yeah, this just the homie. What you mean? They like, he from Gary. I'm like, this nigga live in LA, bro. Like, we already got songs together and everything. So they're like, okay, cool. I was never mad at Freddie. I'm looking at Jeezy like, nigga, you bringing new artists in and you can't even
work the artists you've had on your label for.
Yeah. Niggas in debt and some more shit. We don't have no music. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And so I think one day he was just like, the way I left was he called this big old meeting and the nigga was like, yeah, I'm not giving no money out, which you wasn't giving no money out in the first place. And he like, you know, niggas gotta go out and use the name and the label to get money. So I'm like, that's what I did. You know what I mean? And I went and got a $400,000 deal for some music, half the music that was already out and half was unreleased music. And the nigga sent me a cease and desist. I was with SMC.
So he told you.
The nigga told me to go do something.
Do this, and then you went to do it. He hit you with the cease and desist.
Hit me with a cease
Fucked
and
your paper up.
Fucked the whole shit up. And I'm getting your artist money. I could have just pocketed all of this shit myself and been like, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? And from that point on, I'm like, bro, nigga had me fooled. Like, this family first and this some real family shit.
I was going to say, like, based on you were around Jeezy, I guess probably when he was transitioning out of being known as like a really hardcore gangster rapper into him kind of becoming more of a staple in hip hop.
I was there so I met him the day Thug Motivation went gold in Vegas.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then I was with them damn near.
All-time great album.
Yeah. I ain't gonna knock that. Yeah, that was a great album. All the way up until, the 103 or some shit like that.
Yes, because I was going to say, like, I think that people from the outside looking in will be like, look, well, Jeezy obviously has grown into who he is today, right? And you could say whatever you want to say. I just saw the interview with his old partner that was on the where he was like, look, that verses scratched any street cred he could ever have ever again.
Mystery. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking with that. Yeah.
But
I know what he was thinking. It's a look. Nigga do anything for a look.
You know, he's hosting a fucking talk show. Like, I think Jeezy's obviously
thirsty right now. He reaching. He thirsty. He don't know what to do. Niggas ain't fucking with him. He ain't got no real niggas with him.
Were you around when the Gucci beef was pretty serious?
It was always serious, but you know, shit. I don't know. I actually ran into Gucci. One time, I ran into all of them on my own time, you know, out here. Like, what's happening? Waka too, and me and Waka, we cool. Like, that's the homie.
Right.
Ran into Waka, we chopped it up. 2010, months later, I run into Gucci in my studio. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Gucci chopped it up. He was so cool. I'm like, damn, bro, why y'all don't like this nigga? You feel me? Gucci was cool as fuck. And yeah, it was. But then I've been in clubs and we was all together and ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So I was confused. But
well, that's what Fred was telling me. He'd be
suit.
like, man, like Fred's the type of motherfucker. If we got problems, we in the same place. Something's gonna happen.
Bro, that's what I was confused. We be in Central Station and them niggas be right over there, and I'm like, okay, well, let's get it.
Wasn't there was a when the MMG beef got kind of.
I was gone already.
Oh, you already gone? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I was there. I think all that shit was over a bitch.
That's what I heard.
Honestly, really, because I was there. All that shit around. When did the BMF come out? The song
that was 2010, right? Yep, 2010.
Yeah.
Yep.
All that time when that shit came out, and it was basically. It seemed like it was over a bitch and that song. You feel me? Nigga was mad. I don't know if he felt like he should have made that song to get that. You know what I mean? But nigga, who cares? So it was just a whole bunch of weird shit going on, but I was cool with Ross. Ross gave me a verse, all kind of shit. Like, I'm like, well, beefing, you know what I'm saying? But then I left in the midst of all that, you know what I mean? And they had to figure that shit out.
Damn. Did you notice like a change with Jeezy's energy just like over time? Like, because like if you were around in 2007, I feel like that was kind of Jeezy probably still moving a certain way with a certain type of people around him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people was just.
He ended up getting that Def Jam situation, which was that was later, right?
He was always on Def Jam.
No, I mean,
Atlantic
or the Atlantic, yeah.
I
when
was
he was
gone by the end.
Okay.
You know, I was gone by the end. Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's just like you'll hear some people who are around Jeezy like super early, and they'll be like, "Yeah, shit was like real out, like it was some real shit going on." And then
I mean, it was active. It was some active shit going on. We done got into some shit before, and it was real activity. I can't knock that, but just on some loyalty and business shit,
it wasn't
solid.
It wasn't solid, which explains why
nobody fucks with him no more. And it's just like,
and then look, and like I think like again like. I'm a fan of Jeezy. I've been around him. He's a nice guy. I don't have any personal issues with him, but just like from a fan's perspective, you'll look at like CTE and you'll be like, dang, no one ever came out of CTE. And you could say YG.
He had guys.
But you could say YG, but YG was already on Def Jam and they kind of just threw the CTE through it. And then I think that was on one album. I kind of
got in his ear about that shit, but I left in the midst of that. Like the whole YG going on, I told Jeezy, I said, man, this the guy. He finna be the next nigga up. Well, we was in Colony. I'm like, and I told Just Incredible, we unplugged Drama computer and plugged Just Incredible up. Because we telling Drama, play up YG shit. We like, who is that? I'm like, what, nigga? Man, unplug this shit, bro.
Right.
Plug in Just Incredible shit up, man. Play that YG shit. I'm texting my boy to text him, tell him what songs to play. I'm telling him in Jeezy ear. It's my birthday, too, so I'm drunk.
You feeling it. Like, I need that LA shit.
Nigga, I'm telling him, watch how this club turn around. He play one joint, boom. Play another joint, boom. No, the crowd, the club just turn up from there. I'm like, bro, it's the nigga. He Paru, the young homie, woo, woo. He got like a situation at Def Jam. I don't think they know what to do with it. You need to pull these strings, bring him over here. He's like, yeah, well, this shit, nigga, I'm finna get up my chain, nigga. We finna come over here and da-da-da-da. He's like, no, hold up. You feel me? Da-da-da. But I'm telling this nigga, like, he's the guy, bro. This is because we in a condo in Atlanta. Every morning I'm waking up playing YG, Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? The shit that we listen to out here. And they like, man, you playing that shit? I'm like, what you mean? This is the shit that we playing in LA. This is what's going on.
Yeah.
And I leave 30 days after that. We fall out 30, 60 days after that. And then I remember some mixtapes coming out. You know what I mean? And then I hear them on songs and taking pictures. I'm like, okay, he done ran the play.
It's happening.
It's cool though. I never was like mad about it or nothing like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it just turned into what it turned into.
Hey, I know you're watching the interview right now. Thank you for watching. We got to interrupt this for a special announcement from our good sponsors over at Odd Socks. I have Odd Socks on my feet as we speak. These are NWO socks. You know what I mean? The Wolf Pack. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Odd Socks, though. If you're watching this, go to oddsocksofficial.com and buy the most comfortable socks in the world. And I truly do mean that. These right here, these are the most comfortable socks in the world. These are the basics. They're just plain fucking great. You know, they got all the licenses, SpongeBob, WWE, just everything you could ever want. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing socks at Nico Blitz right now, our producer who's filming this. But look, go to oddsocksofficial.com. Trust me, they got the masks, the boxers, everything you need. My personal favorite that I've been loving is they got the Naruto, and I'm not even into that shit, but the socks are fly, and the Street Fighter socks. Crazy licenses, oddsocksofficial.com, keyword Bootleg Kev. Right now, save 20% off at checkout. What did you think when you saw the Versus thing? Did you like what are your thoughts on it?
Played itself.
You think so?
Played itself every step of the way. Like, for what? You didn't even sell no records like that. Don't nobody even know you had an album come out and you did all this just to shit on the people that was sliding with you, like, you know, MacTown niggas, basically.
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean,
the guy that died, you know what I'm saying, and then Gucci showed his ass. So you,
yeah, I think when Gucci started getting disrespectful,
man, Gucci been disrespectful.
No, but I'm saying like at that
Gucci was finna be disrespectful.
Yes,
Gucci
because he was even trolling on Instagram.
Yeah, he came out swinging.
Oh yeah, with a whole original new song.
No, that wasn't new.
I thought that first song was a new song.
That song was "This Is Gucci Man vs. G's." That shit was out when Stay Strapped came out. We was watching these views. We was watching this feud from out here. I didn't know them when this happened. You know what I mean? Right. And then I kind of fell over there and it was already going on. Really, Gucci was in jail when I got signed over there. So
let me ask you this, because I think like the other side of the coin is like, well, Jeezy's showing people that, you know, you can grow.
Fuck all that. Ain't no growing, because the homie rest in peace can't grow. You feel me?
Right.
You doing all this for what? Now you didn't try to shit on this nigga your whole career and his whole career. What's the use of y'all patching up? Like, I feel you. You know, that's cool, but like, come on, man. You didn't shit on this nigga. But
let me ask you this. Don't you think if you're in Jeezy's
all that shit was for a look. I feel you. Work. He thought it was gonna work.
Because originally it was supposed to be Jeezy versus T.I.
Yeah, but of course you got this. That's why we talking about it now. He did that. I don't know, to make some record
I think you think of like where
Jeezy
probably is in life. He's got kids in college. He just got married. He's definitely all the way out of that side of the, you know.
So we don't even know who he is then, because this whole time we've been knowing this person. You feel me?
Yeah, I think when someone loses their life because of a situation is when.
And you didn't even, I'm not saying you had to go do nothing, but you didn't have to do this.
Right.
Like, it's already Gucci already on top. He's the guy.
So let me ask you this, though.
Feel me?
Do you think if somebody sees what happened with Jeezy and Gucci and they, in their personal situations with somebody in this, because I think that's something that's so hard about stopping some of this violence, right? Because how you going to tell me to not do this to somebody when my cousin's dead over this shit, or, you know, my partner or whoever?
And it's been so long, like, you just brought more shit out of the closet that was already kind of like, you know, it was calmed down.
But do you think? Yeah, I mean, do you think that there's some good that could have came out of that? Whether it was maybe influencing somebody who watched the Versus to be.
I mean, I feel like it was some good that they did the song at the end, and you know, it's cool. Ain't nobody get shot or fight or nothing like that. You kind of showed a little, but deep down, the only reason we know these people is because of these situations and the people that you claim to be,
right, that
you've been telling us that you are, and who we fell in love with. And at the end of the day, it's like,
I don't think Jeezy's been that guy for a long time, though. As far as just like the persona the persona he gives out to everyone.
Yeah, but we give it the benefit of the doubt to be like, you still the guy from Thug Motivation and all these other inspiration, and you know, you still somewhat of that guy.
Right.
So now when you go against everything that you told us who you are, it's like, now we lost all faith in you. You know what I mean? Streetwise, and this is who you built your shit on. This is why Jeezy's Jeezy, is because of who you are and what you've been doing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? But I know the people I'll be around and the type of people I'll be with, they just not feeling that shit.
Yeah, just on the street side, I feel like.
Yeah, like that was, you didn't even have to do that. You know?
No, I just think that both, there's like the street side of the coin where it's like, yeah, like, come on, someone died, you don't ever do that. Yeah. And then there's like, hey, look, well, obviously Jeezy hasn't been that guy for so long.
But it don't even mean if you're that guy. Now, you done brought all these extra feelings up that was already, like, that man that's rest in peace, he got a kid.
He got a
son. You know what I mean? He got family and all that.
Gucci over here talking about smoking on that pack. And
come on, that Gucci's the biggest nigga. You know what I'm saying? All you did was you put Gucci like this. Yeah. You should have just retired, bro, when you said you was gonna retire 3-4 years ago. Like we don't need all this extra shit you think you trying to do. Go get married, go with your girl and all that, and y'all go do what y'all doing. Get out the way, basically. You in the way, bro. Get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought from a fan's perspective, I was
watching that shit in the dark, like, what the fuck, bro? You let that ride, you know what I'm saying? And you come out with the BMF shirt on and all that. Like, man, them niggas don't even like you, bro. Like, what you trying to do? You feel me? I don't understand this. You know, he was reaching. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, whatever.
So you got your new album out, Mastermind. Which is, it's like, is it 8 or 9 songs?
8 songs.
8 songs.
Yeah.
It feels like a you and Freddie joint project.
I mean, yeah,
it's basically, right?
Basically, yeah.
He's not on 2 of them?
He only on 6 records.
So he's on 6 out of 8.
Yeah.
And I was hitting you, so the album is fire.
Good looking, yeah.
What like, obviously, you and Fred's relationship is so strong. He's had such a crazy, I mean, he's been on his run forever.
Yeah.
But like, the last 2 years, I think the world's starting to kind of come around.
Yeah, I ain't surprised. I think he came out of that jail situation. Was
just like, crazy.
What? I ain't letting
I think, too, the fact that I think, I told people, like, the pandemic made the world listen to rap music differently.
Yeah,
because
sure.
we ain't standing on couches.
Yeah.
We ain't at the club popping bottles.
It brought rap back.
Nah, you listening in your headphones?
Yeah.
Or you listening in the car?
In the car.
And so when you listen that way, you're like,
it's a different way of listening to music.
Right. So that's when it's like you see those Grammy nominations and it's Royce the 5'9".
Yeah. I never thought of it like that.
And it's Nas, and it's like,
oh
shit, it's a lot of real rap shit.
Rap shit. Yeah.
And Fred went from Bandana to,
man, he like 4
Alfredo
right now.
No, for sure. But I just mean like 2019 to 2020 is like crazy. Bangers. But like, how dope has it been to like just watch his last year, 2 years?
Shit, it's inspiring. I'll be motivated. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy when your friends just motivate you. I ain't gotta go look at no strangers. You know, I can just go around the corner to the house and he'll bust a rap play. Damn, you just did that, okay. Then go in the studio and rap. Like, he just dropped that shit. He probably like 4-5 songs in on a new project already. I'm gonna go over there later.
That Big Boss Rabbit shit, he recorded like the day or 2 days after the Grammys.
Yeah.
And it's already out, video shot.
Yeah, we shot the video like, oh, you was there, huh?
I was there. I pulled up for a second, and then my wife was banging on me. So I was like, guys, I was like, look, I gotta go.
Yeah, so he work. So that be inspiring me, you know what I mean? That shit, even if he like this, you know what I'm saying? I'm right here and I'm trying to get there. I got to work at least twice as hard as he is to get to where he at. You know what I'm saying? So.
Did you ever consider, because I feel like you opened your store and you've kind of like helped with some younger artists. Have you ever gotten to the point where you're like, yo, I'm going to do this rap shit for fun if it works out cool, but like you're, I feel like I've just noticed you more as like doing boss shit, doing community shit, doing like, you know what I mean? Like, and then like we get an album from you and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This shit
so
is.
I think everything is built from the music. You know, everything comes from the music. That's what Perico be telling me all the time. He like, yeah, man, we gonna do this, but everything
starts here.
Is the music.
We can do all this because of this.
Even the reason that I can bring people to the store. Well, I got this fucking franchise. I mean, not franchise, but this landmark restaurant next door to me.
Right.
But that's like maybe 45-50% of my clientele, and the other
people you bring.
The other people is from rap music, from Instagram, from who I am.
They're pulling up because they're like, oh shit, we got to go to his store.
So all of this is from the rap, you know what I mean? But I can fall back on the rap and I can still stay relevant because of the store and the shit that I'm throwing, and I could bring the younger artists in and have pop-ups, and I can still be the guy and bust these moves and stay relevant with content without even dropping music, but it still all revolves back to the music. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna come back to the music. So I gotta keep dropping. You know what I mean? And then it's just the passion and the checks that's gonna come every month. Yep. It's like shit. I might as well
residual income. Might as well keep running on that catalog.
And keep on rapping and dropping because it's easy. Right. This is when you think so fucking hard. Just like what we were saying about those other artists. Like you can't be sitting here waiting 9 years to drop a project talking about, man, I gotta get my money right.
For my single
I mean, it's prime examples of certain artists I've watched that you didn't need no money. You need no money like Like Rucci and them days, man, Rucci worked. Instead of money, he worked.
Right.
Out hustled everybody, 5 studio sessions a day, busting verses down. He didn't have to spend no money because he just outworked everybody.
Now Rucci, I wanted to get to Rucci because you part of his come up. Rucci, I think the first record I heard of his was the Lean Like a Cholo shit.
Oh yeah. Damn, you was just getting up on him on. Yeah. That was crazy.
Dallas played me that shit.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
And I was like, oh, this shit is tight. Like someone remixed fucking that record, Yeah. But how did you meet Rucci and like kind of what's your involvement with Rucci? Because obviously he's on your album.
Rucci, Daddy is my big homie, like Big Taco, my big homie. He raised me in the streets from when I was like 13, you know what I'm saying, until he went to jail, you know what I mean? So
now he's in Mexico, right?
Yeah, he in Mexico. Now he got deported. So I known Rucci and Angel since they was little babies. We used to babysit them, you know what I mean? Make sure they don't go run in the driveway and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I've been knowing him but then he kind of moved away for like 4 or 5 years. And when he came back, I think Sean Mack brought him in. That was my little brother, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? He brought him in the studio one day. I'm like, well, y'all got Midget in here, man? Come on, bro. Taco fans are tripping. Y'all got him hanging with us. I'm like, nah. He went in there and dropped a verse, and I was like, damn.
Shit.
I'm Rucci, nigga. I ain't, you feel me? I'm like, okay. And then ever since that one verse, he just been boom, 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 boom,
just grinding.
And then I feel like when the homie Sean died, he just that shit just
put a battery in his back.
With me when he passed, it just had me like, I ain't gonna say like under a rock, but I ain't had no motivation
right.
to do nothing.
You think it affected him the other way?
It affected him. If it affected him like different, the soul of him just came out, and he was like both of them rapping on songs.
Wow.
So he had the aggression, the wordplay, and everything all in the song. Everything that Sean had, and he just added fuel to the flame. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a work ethic. Got him to where he, you know what I'm saying, where he at now.
You're really tapped in with the scene out here. Who are some of the young LA guys that you're a fan of, that you're fucking with?
I fuck with Slumlord, from the jungles, Infant. I like Key Riches out of Compton. Who else I've been listening to? I fuck with Chike. Yeah, off top, that's like my playlist right now.
Do you feel like, because I feel like historically in LA, because of politics, a lot of there wasn't.
Oh, Big Sad, I fuck with Big Sad too. Big Sad be on talking some shit.
Yeah. But there's always politics in LA, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like throughout the years, LA's probably been one of the more segregated hip hop communities when it comes to like just the perception of people not like doing. Like not fucking with each other all the way. Like we always hear like Atlanta, everyone's together, they all rock. Yeah. But I feel like this new gen
look like that shit out of town, but the motherfuckers don't be together though.
Right.
But they
be getting on each other's records and
that's crazy.
But in LA, this new generation, it feels like there's a lot of camaraderie. You'll hear like One Take J with Rucci, or you'll hear like, I just feel like I always hear everyone on each other's shit.
Like, now it is like the new, like it's different, but it's different in a good way. I remember when I was growing up, like shit, to even bust through, you had to be Snoop Dogg affiliated. You know what I mean? Whether you was a gang member or not, Blood or a Crip or whatever, you had to come through that channel to get on.
You had to come through that channel or the Dre channel.
I mean, the Snoop Dogg is the Dre channel. Like,
facts. No. That's some crazy shit. Because I remember talking to Nipsey in like 2010 when he was not fucking with Dre.
I mean, but he went to Snoop Dogg.
No, but I remember like think about. I mean, you were a part of this era.
Nobody in my era.
Glasses Malone. Dre. Think about, but I'm saying Dre? That. Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there was that whole era of LA rappers. That just kind of got shunned by the. It was
by the Death
It was
Row
Glasses.
Yeah.
It was J-Rock. It was Nipsey.
Yeah.
you know, Rocket, you know, yourself. Like there was like all these LA. There was like this scene in LA that almost like the gatekeepers, quote unquote.
You had to go through like a game.
Ignored
you
it.
had to go through Snoop or Dr. Dre to be like, you know what I mean, to get solidified. That's why other motherfuckers start going out to Jeezy and Rough Riders and G Unit and shit like that, because it was like, wasn't nobody here trying to put nobody on.
Yep. And then I think the only thing, I mean, obviously Dre, I mean, Kendrick's a perfect example. Once that Dre cosign happened, just shit changed. I'm not saying Kendrick wouldn't have been great anyway, because he's all time great. But like that.
But yeah, when the Dre stat happened,
it was like this.
It was like he became great though.
It was like this, bro.
So was that before Good Kid, Mad City?
No, that was after. That was before Section 80.
It was before or after Section 80?
Before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was before Section 80.
I remember that Key Club though.
He had that watch.
He was crying and shit.
Yeah. When Game officially passed the torch. Yeah, it was. And then he had that Watch Out for Detox freestyle.
Yeah,
which was crazy.
And then he just went out of here. He just became the elite after that.
Yeah, and it's crazy because at the time it was like I was real tight with Nipsey at that time, and it was like Nipsey was putting in so much work. And Game, props to Game, because Game gave a lot of people looks at that during that time. Like, you know what I'm saying? That
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I mean, I know Game put Nip on the road with him on the LAX tour,
and J-Rock.
Like I'm saying, like, you know, he had glasses on Black Wall Street and shit. Like, I just think
glasses was on Black Wall Street.
Yeah, he was yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, glasses put me on. Like,
oh, word.
What the people that solidified me out here when I was trying to have my CDs on me was these are people that I still talk to this day.
I talk to Glasses once a week. We argue about rap music.
Mitchie Slick.
Shout out to Mitchie San Diego.
J-Rock and Mr. Fab. These guys was the ones that, like, Mitchie Slick would be like, hey, bro, you need to be here. We'll bring all your CDs. Oh, you can't, I'm going to fly you out. You don't believe it? I'm going to fly you out. Oh, you go stay at my spot in the Bay and record with these people and da-da-da. Glasses was the one, hey, come to my show. Hey, I ain't doing no show unless, this when Head was Glasses DJ.
Yep.
Hey, 211 need to be on my show too. When everybody was paying remember all you used to do all that when you had to pay to be on
open up.
Yeah, no, 211, if he not behind me, he need to be the second one after that person. He need to be rapping. Woo, Mr. Fab, oh come, whatever you 211 need, he got it. And I was nobody, bro. I was just a Inglewood gangbanger. You feel me, with a chain. You know what I'm saying? And I could barely even rap.
No, Glasses is like, one of the realest, man.
Yeah, Glasses was pull up in my hood in a dirty Bentley, jumping out with a Pro Club on, like, yeah, what we doing?
He's like hip hop Skip Bayless on Twitter, though.
Yeah.
That motherfucker got some wild hip hop opinions.
Yeah, he do though.
Me and him be going.
Oh, and another person that embraced me was Terrence Martin. So these
Shout
are
out
the
to
guys.
Terrence Martin.
These are the guys that I.
That was his studio tour 2 doors over for a while. That was where he used to be at. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and these are the people that embraced me in my beginning. You know what I'm saying? That I don't forget this type of shit. You know what I mean? So can't nobody tell me nothing about none of these people.
Mitchie Slick was still is a very underrated. I mean, I love Strong Arm Steady, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like
I was listening to his music before I even met him, and he became like I call him a big homie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think he gets enough flowers, man.
Nah, he don't. But I mean, in my book, he do, because I tell anybody.
Mitchie Slick is one of them ones.
These people that I just named are the guys, or my guys that pulled me in when niggas wasn't pulling nobody in.
Right.
You feel me? Everybody was like, nah, you'll figure it out type shit. You know what I'm saying? But didn't have enough to be like, I'm gonna put you on.
Right. But they was
I'll push you over there.
Trying to help
you.
You
know what I'm saying? Yeah, and wasn't nobody trying to do that, especially back then. Like, that was out.
Yeah,
you know what
back
I'm saying?
then I feel like it was definitely out.
Yeah. So it's just that timing was different too, because LA ain't have a sound. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had no sound. Everything was out of town. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then, I think that YG and that Mustard and
no, I think definitely. I think like
that kicked it off for the new LA.
I think it was that what was that 2010,
2011, 2012.
Yeah, really.
We was on it, but really it don't matter what we was on. It just matters what everybody else like when you leave.
Because it seemed like it was like Game was the guy in LA for a point in time where it felt like he was the only guy in LA nationally. Yeah. And then once that YG Mustard thing happened, it was over.
But it took out of town niggas to be like that. Oh yeah, that's LA. We've been listening to that shit. You know what I'm saying? For at least 4 years before that, it took for them to be like, my nigga, with
Rich
Homie Quan and Jeezy on there, and it took Jeezy to be like, yeah, this him, R.I.P., R.I.P., and then just to set the whole shit on fire, and this is what it is.
Yeah, that era when it was like Tyga was doing Rack City.
And then, I'm Different, bro. The I'm Different 2 Chainz when he did that.
With Mustard, yet. It was like League of Stars and Mustard. League of Stars, they had the beats that were like.
And that era just set the tone for it.
And now we have the new LA sound where you'll hear some shit and you'll be like, that sounds like some LA shit. But
now it's all Mustard, League of Star re-rocked. You feel me? Like
100%.
So anything that was hot back then ain't gonna be really like hot right now. It's just re-rocked and remixed, and you know what I'm saying? You put just like the trap shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember when Lex Luger was hot. And Lex Luger kicked off that sound, and now it's all re-rocked.
Now it's Mike Will and Metro Boomin, and they're all sons of that early.
It's all re-rocked. You feel me? So
that's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Man. Well, look, your album is out. You already got a video out with the Rucci.
Yeah, I got 2 videos out. I got another play with me, Quincy White, and Freddie.
Shout out to Quincy. Yeah. Quincy's dope. He been around for a long time too.
Yeah. He was part of that timing too.
Yep. Yeah. What was his old rap name?
Dub.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh my God, Dub. Yeah.
Dub.
And then we got I got the one I top down I just put out. Cypress did the beat.
Shout out to Cypress, man.
My guy Cypress. And with Rucci and Freddie on that also. Shot by my boy HD Tay. He shoot movies.
And your store, man. Shout out your store.
Yeah, the Level Up store. Y'all can follow the Level Up store.
Where's it at?
Instagram.
Just so everyone knows.
Centinela next to the Serving Spoon in Inglewood.
Okay.
Yep.
How is it being in Inglewood now that it's quote unquote being gentrified a bit with the arenas and shit?
I'm really like 2 miles away from the arena, so they ain't really go up on me like that. You know what I mean? But
it can't hurt the property value, right?
Yeah, nah, it's smooth though. I like it, you know.
Do you think like do you look at that as like a positive thing? Because there's like a good and a bad side to it.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it now and it's, back in the day it was just spray painted everywhere. Shit was raggedy, niggas hanging out on every corner in the street, and now it's just cleaned up. They done turned shit into LAX adjacent and all that little shit, Westchester. Looking type shit, but it's still Inglewood. But it's like out of towners. It's like like white people walking down the street like dogs and shit. It's just crazy. It's just different, but it's for the good. Like how long this shit supposed to be fucked up? And
right, we
supposed to be out here in a fucked up environment. If y'all got the money to fix this up, let's do it.
Do the Clippers get any brownie points for being there? Because obviously everyone hates the Clippers and everyone loves the Lakers, but
no.
Do you like, the Clippers play right here?
They should be mad at the Lakers because the Lakers ran off and left.
Yeah, they did.
Now they at the Staples Center downtown. I don't even know where the Clippers supposed to be playing at though.
I think they're in Inglewood.
They not this year.
No, not this year. No. I think in what is it, 2 years or next year they're going to be in Inglewood.
They're supposed to be doing the Century and Prairie. I heard.
It's crazy because I never thought I didn't get the whole. Clipper hate in LA until I moved here. And I'm like, yo, people really do.
I don't even know why they hate the Clippers.
They don't fuck with the Clippers. I'm like, dog, no matter how good these fools are.
I'll be trolling. So I like the Lakers. I'm a LeBron hater on court. You feel me? I fuck with them off court, but on court, I'm a LeBron hater because I root for the underdog, and then they just be. Yeah, so I'm a Laker hater and a LeBron hater.
No, I've been a Laker hater for years, but I'm a LeBron lover, so I had to. Both sides of me had to come to a meeting. I just be doing that because
I go for the underdog, though, man. All y'all, man, LeBron, the Lakers. Like,
well, LeBron, my favorite player, but I'm a Suns fan, so my whole life I hated the Lakers. So when he came to the Lakers, I had to come to a business decision to put my Laker hate away.
Damn.
And say, you know what? LeBron's on the Lakers now.
Yeah.
As long as he's on the team, I'm gonna just root for him.
Damn. I'm gonna wait till playoff time. I'm gonna go up on you. You got Chris Paul at the Suns. I'm finna start going for the Suns.
Hey, we good. Number 2 in the West right now.
How is it we? You supposed to be a Laker fan.
No, I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a LeBron fan. But if the Suns and the Lakers play, I'm fucking with the Suns.
Oh, okay.
I've been a Suns.
I used to be a Suns fan.
Think about how shitty the Suns have been. So
for a long since '93.
So all my we had that run with Nash and Amari, and we was relevant up until about 2010.
Yeah.
But I've attached myself to LeBron.
Yeah.
The last 15 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I love the Suns, but we really ain't been shit for
LeBron
a minute.
Too damn good for his own good.
I think he's the underdog in the sense that like he's playing in Michael Jordan's shadow. So he might not be
he's a Kobe shadow, not Michael Jordan's shadow.
He's surpassed Kobe.
What? Come on, man. Oh, come on, man. What is he talking about? Nobody could never be good as Kobe, bro. I think Kobe better than Jordan.
Bro, let me tell you why you're wrong.
Jordan.
Let me tell you why you're wrong. All right. Shaq leaves. You remember?
And he won how many more championships?
Wait, one. But let me explain.
I thought it was 2.
No, he won one more with the Heat. But let me
no. How many Kobe win?
Wait.
Okay.
Shaq left. Kobe for 2 years couldn't get the Lakers were the 8th seed.
Yeah.
So the 2 years after Shaq went to Miami, the Lakers were the 8th seed. Okay, this is when he quote unquote had no help. Okay,
and he never had no help.
What you mean? What? Shaquille O'Neal?
No, I'm saying after Shaq, he never had help.
Pal Gasol and Andrew Bynum was an all-star center.
Andrew Bynum?
Lamar Odom, 6th man of the year?
Did you just say Andrew Bynum?
Can we check out Andrew Bynum was a bum when he left.
He was a bum when he was there. We ain't like him.
So you're telling me he wasn't a starter?
He was a 7'5" fucking center.
With that being said,
7'5" and 400 pounds.
Those 2 years
that
Kobe had literally nobody, right?
Yeah.
He couldn't even get the Lakers out of the first round of the playoffs. Now, rewind. LeBron in 2005 had Eric Snow was his starting point guard. Donyell Marshall was the starting small forward, and he was like 50.
I don't even know them people.
And he took them to the finals against the Spurs.
Yeah.
With no help. Kobe
would finals in 2005?
Yeah.
They didn't go to no championship.
Bro, they played the Spurs, and the Spurs waxed them.
Yeah.
But they beat the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the year before that, the Pistons won the ring.
Damn.
So my thing is,
but in the East,
then what? No, wait, but East, he beat the defending champions in the Eastern Conference Finals. No, they beat the Pistons beat the Lakers in the finals the year before.
But they had a different team though.
No, they didn't. Huh? It was the same starting five.
No, I'm talking about
Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton. No, the Pistons beat the Lakers when they had Gary Payton, Karl Malone.
And they did?
Yes. Listen, I'm a basketball fanatic. So with that being said, when LeBron has had no help in his career, he's always been in the motherfucking mix.
I mean, championships he won though.
Listen, he gonna be fine because he
all the built teams. So he was good.
Bro, he went against the Warriors, the greatest team ever assembled.
But he had an assembled team too.
Ooh, come on.
Hold on, let's get to the Warriors because the Warriors, these are all genuine good players. They wasn't put together.
Kevin Durant.
No, man, Kevin Durant had one time. He played for them one time.
He played for them for twice. 3 years. For 3 seasons.
But he played twice when they won.
No, he played 3 years with them, though. He ruined the NBA for 3 years.
He ruined the NBA?
KD?
Damn. Now, that's a put-together team they got in Brooklyn right now.
That shit's crazy.
Super salary.
If they don't win the fucking ring.
You feel me? Like, god damn. Where are they getting this money from?
Bruh. It's crazy.
They just got LaMarcus
Aldridge and Blake Griffin.
Fuck? Like, how did they do that? Where are they getting this money from?
Because he got bought out and they signed him for the veteran minimum.
Oh, y'all already he playing for free.
Pretty much. Yeah. Same thing with Blake.
Got paid
he got paid. They paid him out. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, shout out.
Shit, I'm finna go try to get on that team. Like, yeah, let me play.
Nah, I fuck with Kobe, but he ain't fucking with LeBron. Come on, man.
Man, he was just way.
That's the one thing I think that we were unfortunately never privileged to see was the Kobe LeBron finals.
Oh, yeah. But see, it's the age difference, though.
Nah, but, if you think about those years, it was the year it should have happened was the year the Magic beat the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that was the year that Kobe played Dwight Howard in the finals, and the Lakers won. That was the year it should have been LeBron versus Kobe.
Yeah.
The other year, it was 2008, and that was when the Celtics had the big three that they assembled, when they got Ray Allen and KG. That team took the Cavaliers out because LeBron had no help. But that's the one thing I wish we would have saw was Kobe versus LeBron in the finals. We never got that.
That would have been dope, right?
Because if you think about like Jordan, we saw all of the Jordan battles we wanted to see growing up. Like he went against Magic in 91.
Yeah.
He went up against the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals 3 years in a row. He went up against the Celtics. He went up against all these dudes. Like he had battles with he went up against Barkley in 93.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was when I was a fucking Suns fan.
Oh yeah.
He didn't even go up against. He went up against Barkley, but he didn't win that game. You know who won that game?
John Paxson.
John fucking Paxson. I hate that motherfucker right there. I'm saying I was like a Kevin Johnson fan.
KJ.
What?
When KJ dunked. When KJ. Look at my
dunked
poster right there. Look back there. That's Charles.
Dunked on Olajuwon.
Oh, that Olajuwon was like one of the most.
And y'all had the crackhead on y'all team, though.
Richard Dumas?
Yeah. You feel me? That was my year, though, right
Richard
there.
Dumas was smoking rocks as a rookie.
But balling, though, is starting.
Oh, my God.
He was a starter on crack.
On crack. My man was a rookie smoking crack.
Hey, he was real, though. He was out there serving. They had a team, bro.
Smoking
they
rocks.
They had a team. I ain't never been to Phoenix before, but I don't even know how I even became a Phoenix Sun fan.
Hey, we had Dan Marley,
Danny Ainge.
Yep.
Oliver
Miller's
Manning,
fat ass, Danny
Manning.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a squad with Barkley. I don't know who the big man was.
We had Mark West, Oliver Miller.
Oliver Miller. Nick. Hold on. Who was shooting them threes?
Dan Marley was lights out.
It was damn, he played for
Rex Chapman.
Yeah, it had Rex Chapman though too. They had a squad.
Yeah. Well, look, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for pulling up.
Oh, for
go
sure,
get the
for
album.
sure.
Go check out the store.
Mastermind out now. You feel me?
211.
Yeah, that.
Boom.
All right.
Perfect.